Hey, this is the beginning of an audio diary, a new experiment I'm trying to conduct. And as an output of this, I think we will have some good good visibility into content production tools. My goal is to produce content once the stuff is written or recorded. It should be easy to turn that into workable content within 15 minutes. So what tools should we use? Okay, here we will discuss the tools, maybe the pros and cons of each one, and how people can make it even more efficient with better tools. So I'm going to try this with an audio diary for yesterday, and yesterday was the 31st of March, and 31st of March is in Seattle. So let me describe the day and the goals. The goal is to really figure out the right set of tools for content. I will mention the names of the tools so you can continue to follow through it. Okay, so now you will. Yesterday we noticed that Rajiv Sarathi wanted to come in, and so we scheduled time with him, and so there was no content recording or anything like that with this meeting. The first half of the meeting, not really meeting, it was like a chat, and was all about him asking me about my day. And then the second half, he patiently listened to me giving the overview of a startup idea that I had in my head, and I dumped it on him. Got some good feedback, so we'll see what happens. Then in the afternoon, we had Arun and Radhika visit us, and that was a good thing because we talked for like 1 hour, and they were doing some errands, and they came by to invite us for their son's wedding. Okay. Then after that, I took a nap. The nap is now a regular part of my day. Okay. Now here I was actually thinking about the tools for the content. Okay, what does a pipeline look like? What tools will I use? How do I make this as easy as possible? Can somebody use these tools to create fast content? But we know that the toughest part of the content creation is the actual content itself. Then we can work around this. But the goal is to finish it in 15 minutes. Okay, it is said that people spend more time planning the content and doing it rather than the content itself. Okay, so then I read the Valmiki Sarga, Sarga 5. Okay, that is a 1 hour, almost a 1 hour time was spent studying that. So while I was studying that, I used to, it was available on YouTube. My friend Watson forwarded the information to me. So I was thinking about how I would incorporate that content also in any further content I did. So the goals for content production were always on my mind. So let's see what are the tools I used. Okay, I used Substack to distribute the content, meaning like putting it in Substack. So Substack is my starting point. I take the file. If it is just an audio recording, then I would use my recorder to record the audio and then keep it there. If I need to do a podcast, I will bring up Zoom, and all the podcasts are recorded in Zoom. Okay, so that becomes the source of the content. Now, we need to prep this content for either a podcast or for general distribution. So for general distribution, I use Hootsuite. Hootsuite is a Canadian company, and I've used it before, and they're really good. But they have changed the interface so much in the last 3 years. I have to relearn the entire thing. So learning Hootsuite is not very easy, at least getting back on it. And then my podcast editor of choice is Audacity. I've been using Audacity since my first podcast. So it's not the easiest tool to use. Again, discovery and ease of use is tough. But I would say you would need to at least spend a good bit of time working with the tool to master it. Okay, so now you've got either a Substack video or a podcast audio, right? And now you have to distribute it. Distribution is essential because that's how small and medium businesses can make their product be